Hey, welcome everybody. How's it going? Chris, Doc and Howlett here after a very long while. Yeah, I've been away for a while just because of stuff. Stuff that I don't need to really share with the whole interwebs in the world. But yeah, so I'm back after quite a while to show you guys some fun, a lot of back issues. That's all I want to show you guys really here. A couple that are maybe a little more modern, but still back issues, but mostly, yeah. Back issues. Yeah, so then what I'm going to do, I'll try to make more regular videos, you guys, and after this back haul, it might be more just more reviews of some newer stuff coming out. I want to get back to that. I really, yeah, have gotten away from that, and I want to share more of my thoughts on the new stuff, and you know, just as we did in the old days here on our YouTube community, and just kind of really get. I just want to build that community again a little bit more. A lot of us, you know, things have just happened and it's kind of spread apart, and I want to just do my part maybe to hopefully bring things together a little bit more, a little more up to date as well too. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and also what I'm going to do after this video as well too, I'm going to be making, even though it's going to be a short video, but one for the foreign comic book collectors community, which I've connected with on Facebook, so I'll be doing a short video for them as well too. So yeah, stay tuned for that as well too. But let's get into the haul. It's quite a bit here, and I want to burn through it, and hopefully you guys are all you know, happy yourself and having some good comic book collecting. And I've been watching a lot of videos but haven't been able to comment on a lot lately, so I've been around, I've been there, you guys, just kind of in the background. But yeah, here I am, bringing my comic book goodness to you guys, and hopefully you enjoy. Leave your comments, questions below. Definitely, you know, hit the likes, shares, and yeah, help a guy out. YouTube's been pretty, you know, funky lately. You know, I'm going through a lot of changes which are just dopey, but which even though it's made some changes for my channel, it might be okay for a little while, because I might be able to get away with doing some things that you know, I don't have to hold as much to some of their standards if you're you know, not monetized anymore. So yeah, we'll see. But whatever, that's that, you guys. Let's just get right into it. The fun, a lot of mix of stuff here, but you guys know how I collect, so yeah, you'll kind of get a feel for what's coming. But anyways, here's a series that I really want to finish all up, and I showed you guys the first few issues already, or the first 6 at least, but I got a couple more issues of Pitt from Dale Keown. Love this cover, that's really awesome. Number 7. Really cool series. I just got into some stuff where it just kind of revealed some information, which was really neat, really cool. I liked it. Really good series, so I'm going to try to finish this up. Issue number 8. Number 9. Sorry, trying to get it without the glare. And if you feel all the noise and thumping, my family upstairs, of course, if you guys didn't remember, of course, having another child, which is 11 months now, Bennett. I've been forced to come down into the dungeon, into the basement, so, which I'm really trying to organize, you know, some things, you know, so I still kind of get a little man cave down here. But yeah, that was definitely a change. One of the reasons why I haven't been around for a while. That was a good reason though, but yeah, still made it kind of hard. So yeah, so much glare. Sorry, because I only got the one light bulb up here, and it's got no diffuser on the bulb, so sorry. Okay, here's some issues. I just had to get these because they were kind of like tie-ins to some other books that I had. So here's issue number 30 of Savage Dragon, and oh, that's an Eric Larson cover there. Yeah, so I got this one, of course, because in Spawn, whatever Spawn was going on around this same time, Spawn was going to hell, and you know, Savage Dragon here was, so they kind of did a crossover. They both ended up in hell in the same spot for a little while, and these ended up being pretty funny. I thought this was good. So there's issue number 30. The one that was probably the more funny one I thought of is this one, issue number 31. This is God versus the Devil. Is there a devil giving God the shot right to the groin there? It's pretty funny. So what was interesting about this one, just to let you guys know, so it says right here, I think this is the first printing, it says God is good in the corner. There's one that's a little more sought after, a little more expensive, is the one where they ended up removing the God is good in there too. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, and then had to pick up these ones as well too. These ones look pretty cool. Some more Eric Larson drawings, but he did the Hellboy pretty good, kind of close to, you know, how Mignola sort of gets it. So here's issue number 34, 35. Pretty cool, because I like collecting Hellboy. I dropped BPRD quite a while ago, but still, whenever the Hellboy stuff, specific Hellboy stuff comes out, I keep collecting that stuff. I really want to continue with that. Most of my stuff that I have is in the graphic novels, which is a beautiful way to read Hellboy, but yeah, you know, I'm a singles guy too, but that's definitely one book that is perfect actually in the trades, and I don't know, maybe I should do that again. I don't know, because I don't have really too many Hellboy books that are expensive, or, you know, money books or whatever, but yeah, whatever, that's just a thought. Okay, so here's one here. This is interesting. Double Impact, Hellina. So this is Bad Girls comic from the 90s, and it's a wraparound, so there's another chick on the other side. So this one, why I got this one is because, if anybody knows, there's kind of this Bad Girls comics revival going on, and I got some that I'm just not going to show you guys. But if you know about them, then you know what I'm talking about and why I wouldn't want to really show them. But Hellina... yeah, so Hellina was one of the, you know, where it was... I have a hard time. So anyways, yeah, I wanted to get one of the older issues with these characters, Hellina, to see where it came from as compared to the revival. And it's kind of really neat. Some of it's interesting. I mean, if that's kind of your taste, these bad girl comics. But yeah, so I've been getting like Hellina, Belladonna, Unholy. Unholy was, I think, my favorite one. So check those out. It was by Boundless Comics. Yeah, so kind of interesting, but again, nobody under the age of 18 for those books. Yeah, so just interesting. And I got this one quite a while ago because of Facebook. Quite a few in here because of Facebook, but I just thought this one was interesting. Somebody else was showing it on Facebook, the Homage Studios swimsuit special, and I think that's Jim Lee. Yeah, Jim Lee right there, cover. So the Image swimsuit edition. Okay, got a couple books here. My favorite childhood books. Well, where's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Archie Turtles, but this is the 3-issue TMNT Presents. So here's issue 1 of presents Murdude and Michelangelo. There's a Kraken on the cover with Murdude right here, Michelangelo. It's pretty cool, and one of the coolest characters makes a couple appearances in this book, which is Armagon. It's issue number 2, so that's Murdude and yeah, Mondo Gecko. Big gecko on the surfboard there. Yeah, so I only have a few. Like, I've got all the regular series, and I just need, I think, a couple of the second series, which are, there's only 3 books. I need issue, I think, 1 and 2 of that, and maybe a couple of specials, and I'm completely done. But yeah, this was my absolute favorite books as a kid, and still very near to my heart. I just love reading these books. And so there's Murdude and Ray Fillet. Oh yeah, let's go through this. Taking a while, isn't it? Okay, I got issue number 5 of Venom Lethal Protector. And why I got this one, I already had issues 1 through 4, and I just needed to collect 5 and issue number 6. So finally got those to complete that story, and of course, which they say the Venom movie coming up is supposed to be based probably just like the Wolverine movie or the Logan movie, very loosely based, I'm sure, on this, and also supposedly on this kind of storyline to the Planet of the Symbiotes. It's very poor, kind of a water damage. It's nice, but it's just kind of really wavy here and kind of crunchy, but still a good copy. This is the Spectacular Spider-Man Super Special, which is the part 4 of Planet of the Symbiotes. So I still need to get the other parts. And it was a flip book. There was like a Scarlet Spider story on the other side. So that's cool. So yeah, this is supposed to be partially some of this adapted into the movie. Again, like I say, if it's anything like the Logan movie, very extremely loosely based. But these are the books that people are getting because supposedly that's what they say. Here's a nice, very nice copy of the Web of Spider-Man Super Special, which is part 5 of 5 of the Planet of Symbiotes. I like that cover. There's Venom and Spider-Man on the bottom there. Huge carnage, pretty cool. And again, flip book. Okay, a couple of these issues. I think I showed you some other, quite a while ago, some other back issues of All New X-Men. Here's issues 35, 36. And wasn't really collecting these before. Maybe I should, just for the X-23 stuff. But I got these particular issues because it had a, I can't remember which issue. Was it this issue or this issue or one of the other issues I had? But the first appearance of what's Jimmy Hudson or whatever, the Ultimate X Wolverine, his son, or whatever. This storyline was supposed to be his first appearance in the 616 universe. So not his real, the Ultimate appearance, but where he showed up in a 616 universe story. So that's why I got that. And of course he was in X-Men Blue, which I dropped because I really wasn't liking it, and too much, Wolverine-esque characters in so many different books. Like I never cared about him before in the Ultimate Universe. Why should I care about him now? But at least I got the first appearances from him, plus a few more appearances in the X-Men Blue. Okay, so here's a couple of issues, really cool, and I love Bocciolo's artwork. Some people I know in the past really said they didn't like it, but I do. And these are all connecting covers. So we have issue number 1 of Age of Apocalypse. Right there, I love that cover with Wolverine and, I guess spoiler if you haven't read this, his daughter in this Age of Apocalypse, but she's got 3 claws. And yeah, was it with Mariko or whatever, I think, yeah. So that was interesting. But she was in a test tube, a big tube with the X-23 on it as well too. So I don't know, yeah, I guess you can call her the X-23 of the Age of Apocalypse, whatever. It was just kind of a goofy story. It was kind of weird, but yeah, really beautiful artwork. Issue number 2, 3, 4, Rogue, 5, and 6. With Magneto on the cover. Okay, getting into some other back issues. Don't know a whole bunch about them, but just randomly picking up some X-Men issues, Uncanny X-Men's, because besides getting everything Wolverine, I basically have everything titled Wolverine, maybe besides his guest appearances in alternate books or crossovers or things like that. I got to collect all of the X-Men books that he appeared in. So for me, that's collecting from issue 94 and onward until what was it, issue 600 or 599 or whatever it was. That he continued to appear in the Uncanny X-Men. So, Uncanny X-Men 193 is on the cover. And I try to, when I'm looking through the books, I try to get the ones that always have Wolverine on the cover first. But I don't know if all these do or not. Some might not. But there's that one. This one I thought was really cool, and it's got Wolverine on the cover. But issue 216, it's pretty cool with Mohawk Storm there. That's pretty cool. 228. Well, it's not really him on the cover, well, except for in the corner there, but and I gotta knock these off my list so I don't buy any more doubles. 261. This one's still in the bag. 295. And yes, it has the card in there as well too. What card was it? the featuring strike files, but it had the card has Wolverine and somebody else on it. I can't remember. Go look it up yourself. 296. Yeah, no Wolverine on this cover, but it's Strife, and that's gotta be Baby Cable, right? Which yeah, the upcoming movies, man, that's gonna be really wicked, eh? 311, just with Sabretooth on the front there. I thought that was pretty cool. Here's a beautiful cover. I don't know why I ever picked this up before, but it's before I actually regularly collected X-Men. I was, just getting Wolverine before, but here's a beautiful cover. Uncanny X-Men, what is it, 448, yeah. That was a super cool cover, worthy of hanging on the wall. Here's a special, I don't know if it's got any particular number, but special X-Men Anniversary issue, January of X-Men, and I believe it is a wraparound cover as well. And kind of more of that card stock. I love the 90s stuff, man. Like, look, they always did the foils, the good card stocks. Like, man, the quality, if they put into, when they did these, goofy covers and foil covers and things like that, if they had the good writing and the quality that they did, back then for the weird covers that they're doing now, I think they'd get better value out of them. That's what I think. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I ever make sense when I'm just rambling to you guys. I just turn on the camera and I ramble. Maybe some people understand my jibber jabber and maybe others don't. I don't know. But here's an issue of X-Men. Not the Uncanny X-Men, just X-Men. But I don't see any number on it. I don't want to take it out of the bag just because I want to hurry up this video. But if you guys know the number, tell me the number because I can look it up later because I'm going to knock it off my list in my checklist book. But if you know, go ahead, comment below for everybody. What issue is this? And it's got Meet the Herald of Onslaught. It's pretty cool cover. Okay, let's move on to some appearances, which I got to get issues 3 and 4 of this, but I did pick up issues 1 and 2. 1 was a nice wraparound cover. It's got Wolverine on the cover there, but he's absolutely nowhere to be in this book. Neither is Spider-Man, actually. You see him on the cover. This was just kind of like a cover, I guess, to show everybody who's going to be in the book. And then he actually does appear in issue number 2. So I thought he was only going to be in issue 1 and 2. That's why I picked him up. But I think he's going to be in issue number 3 as well, too. So might as well pick up the other one and have 4 and complete the story. So that's Claws of the Panther 1 and 2. This one's pretty neat, too. I can't remember whether I had this one or not, so I just picked it up. It was only $1, $1.50 or something like that. Wolverine 2004, the Marvel Universe Official Handbook of. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, some appearance issues. Do you hear the kids? I think that's Bennett yelling upstairs. Yeah, that is. Okay, 249 of Daredevil, specifically just for the cover and the story with Wolverine in it. I think that's pretty cool. You have a nice fight in there. This is another series. I just bought it really quick. I didn't realize that there was more. I just saw Wolverine Hercules, nabbed it up. But I need to get issues, 3 or 2, 3, 4. Beautiful covers by Jusco. Wolverine Hercules, Myths, Monsters, and Mutants. And this plays off of, I guess it starts in the bar where they first met each other and goes off of there. So that's kind of cool. It's issue 1 of that. And I'll have to get, I think, if anybody has this complete series, let me know. I think he only appears in issues 1, 2, and 3 of this. But let me know if you know otherwise. Here's a beautiful foil cover of Secret Defenders. Can I get some shine on there? Can you see some of that? Yeah, it's kind of got a little bit textured, a little bit embossed and foiled. Pretty cool. And everybody's favorite, I guess, on the Facebook community right now. He's like the inside joke, I guess, Dark Hawk, and he's going to be appearing in some Infinity Countdown stories. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's issue number 1 of that, so I want to get all the issues that only Wolverine appears in, really. This one's kind of cool, too. If you want to check out the whole cover, I guess I can just tell you what's happening, but here's a holiday special, and it's pretty thick, too. Nice 90s one. Of course, I got it, Wolverine, but they're chasing the red fat man on the other side, of the book. So That's kind of funny. And Wolverine saying, "Yeah, no one gives me a lump of coal and lives, bub." That's pretty funny. Arthur Adams cover. Now here's one. Gene Paul Ace Peter, buddy. You showed these on. I have to read them. I flipped through them, but they look really cool. So yeah, I gotta really read this one because they really looked great. But I had to pick these up because he showed copies of these. 9 and 10 of Terror Inc. With appearances by Wolverine. So really interesting. I don't think I'd get the whole series, but just, you know, the Wolverine appearances, which I think was only these. I never even knew these existed or of the character, really. So part 1 and 2 of that story. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, here is issue. Let's go through this quick. Issue 1. This is the first X-Men by, yeah, Neil Adams, Crystal Gage, Matt Wilson. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and issue number 5 of that. Sorry, there you go. And this, I don't know, it was just really goofy, it's weird. I don't know if I really particularly like the story, the art. Neil Adams is usually pretty good. I did get a drawing from quite a couple of years ago, you know, about at the time that this came out, or a little bit after I had met him, and he did a drawing kind of in the likeness of the first X-Men Wolverine profile sketch cover. It was actually really good. But the one thing that I didn't like that bothered me as I read these books about his artwork, it's not my favorite artwork that I've seen from Neil Adams, but the one thing that really bugged me is the teeth. The teeth of like Sabretooth and Wolverine just really bugged me, and I kind of, the pointy ears were kind of, little bit pointy ears were kind of neat for a little while, but then that kind of bothered me too a little bit. So just, I don't know, weird, especially the teeth though. Always crying good. Okay, had to get these. You guys know why. But Amalgam Comics, here is the Dark Claw Adventures. And what was that? I think that was 97. Yeah, that was June of 97. And then I had to get, I don't know why I haven't had this either, but yeah, Larry Hama, and I love Larry Hama. His stuff was, I think it was issue number 82, was my first Wolverine comic book. It's what really hooked me on Wolverine and anti-heroes. And it was written by Larry Hama, so yeah, really cool. So there's Dark Claw number 1. Sorry for that glare, man, that's awful, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have to do something about that. Okay, so here's a spoof. Spoof Comics presents Wolver Broad, and I think I showed you quite a while ago what was it, Wolver Broad versus Hobo or something? Yeah, and yeah, it's just weird. Basically a lady spoof of Wolverine. So I think there's a few more. There's an X-Men one that I want to get to, or like, you know, the spoof comics version of the X-Men. Okay, nice artwork, kind of. 16, well, the covers definitely were 16 and 17 here of, yeah, just the Punisher, the Marvel Knights line, and a story, of course, with Wolverine in there, and Wolverine's, I forget how they cross paths. Or whatever, yeah, they're kind of, their paths cross because of the same thing that's happening, sort of. But yeah, they kind of have their own agenda about it, as heroes usually do, and they fight. And why I really wanted to get this on one Wolverine appearance, but the scenes where he basically gets steamrolled, you know, Punisher steamrolls him with a big machine, yeah, and leaves him, I think, for a couple days or a day or whatever it was. But I gotta tell you, the whoever wrote Wolverine, who was it? Garth Ennis? Yeah, I don't know. He does not have a voice for Wolverine. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I really did not think. I read through this, I'm like, that's not Wolverine. That's goofy. Like, that's Wolverine on drugs or something. It just did not seem like Wolverine's voice. It just didn't. Had to get another issues of this. I'm going to try to get the other ones because this is another kind of spoof on the Wolverine character. Here's Cerebus, issue number 54. I think I showed you guys 53 last time.
What are you doing in your dungeon?
It's my dungeon. Don't bend it. Oh, you just dropped the value, $10. Not that this one really hasn't any value. Okay, so What the presents Wolvie. Another Marvel comic spoof. And I think this is the one that has this little wolverine, I think, in it. Yes. So it's just a goofy comic. This one was pretty cool here too. I like this one on the old pulp paper and covered by Simonson. Oh yes, the Marvel Guide to Collecting Comics. And if you see here, Wolverine is reading modern romances down there. That's pretty funny. So this is in the likeness of the current Overstreet guide doing the free comic book day guide to collecting. This is kind of where that idea came from. I think this was all black and white. I think this one was Marvel Shadow and Light. Of course, it's got a story with Wolverine in there and Dracula. A Hugh Jackman cover here of X-Men 2 Wolverine. I think I can't remember whether I had this one or not, or I had the X-Men one, and I think I got the Hugh Jackman cover, but yeah, I had to pick up the Hugh Jackman cover for that. And just basically for the cover of this one, because it's got the old school Wolverine on there, Hulk issue number 80. The cover was just awesome. And Jusco paintings here of the Marvel Masterpiece Collection. This is book 4 of 4. Beautiful cover there, and a whole bunch of, Wolverine or, Marvel masterpieces. I used to collect all the cards years ago, and I end up selling them a while ago, a few years ago. I've really kind of dwindled down my collections. Okay, so here's Cable and Deadpool 43 and 45. Of course, you can see why I got that. Crossover with Wolverine. Okay, now coming to the last few that are pretty cool. I think this is where all the money is. Sorry for the long video, guys, but hopefully you guys are really enjoying this back issue haul. I've had stuff. This is back from, I don't know, if you look at my channel, whenever I did a last video, it's everything from that time to now. So with a big gap in between where I couldn't have bought stuff, but for certain reasons. But yeah, it's like I say. So I don't know, what has it been? Has it been like half a year? I don't know. I can't remember. I might as well show you this again, just to kind of give you sort of a clue of the other two that's coming here. But I think I've showed you this guy before. But just to remind you guys, I'm starting to get into these very slowly. The record books, the power records. So this one I got quite a while ago. But thought I'd just show it again, because that gives you a clue. More power records. So this one I had to get, and I find them really super cheap. Some of them I can find them with the record super cheap, like stupid cheap. Like I think that one was the Fantastic Four one was $2, and it works perfect, and the book is good enough. Like, it's not in the best shape, but it's all held together. Same with this one. I could take a beat up book, but the record plays beautiful as well too, and only for a few bucks. Like, can't go wrong. But yeah, Monster of Frankenstein, and probably the Mary Shelley Frankenstein is my most favorite novel, and this one kind of goes off of that. Of course, it's abridged, and a lot of parts taken out that make it maybe more appropriate for kids. But yeah, really cool one right here. And another favorite one of the 80s that I really liked. I watched this movie and I love it, and I got to get my son to listen to this one. But here's Gremlins, and this is a smaller book, but it is and again, this one's a 33 and a half, or 33 and a third, sorry, record. That's the speed. The other ones, of course, the power records were 45s. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know if you guys want, as I collect those, I had an idea. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to throw this out there. Putting those on on YouTube for you guys, just playing them on the record, and you guys listening to the stories. I show you the book, and you listen to that beautiful scratch and pop of the records. Okay, so let's get on to the last few here. Beautiful books. Let's start with let's go with this one, because I just had to, because again, another funny buy. I think I saw it on Facebook. Here's the magazine, the big magazine of the Marvel swimsuit edition. That I bought this one the same time I got the Image swimsuit edition. So that's pretty cool. Beautiful cover, and yeah, really fantastic and humorous interiors as well too. So that's cool there. And how to show you this guy's too. Bigger magazine edition. Here's like incredible Hulk. As you see, it reprints, you know, 180, 181, and does it reprint? I gotta show in there quickly here. So this was from 1978, I think it was. Yeah, it's just the two. So really well done, really well. Yeah. So there you go. So that's pretty cool. That's the French edition, the Heritage edition. Anyways, the French Heritage. Montreal, it says on the back cover here. Printed in Canada. So there's that. 1978. And another one here that I had to get because of the foreign comic collectors, which I got a bunch of different 181 reprints. Here's one too. Another French edition, Strange. And I think this one may have originated, it's French, but I think it originated overseas, I think. I'll have to get more information on that, but this is the LUG series. And this was printed in '89, so it has a Fantastic Four story, the origin of this character. I can't remember what his name is, but of course, and then they got the Hulk 181 story in there as well. I think this is the one that reprints where Hercules and Wolverine first appeared. This is a reprinting of it where they originally where it was originally presented in Marvel Treasury Edition 26, which I haven't gotten yet, which I'm trying to eventually. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Neato. Okay, so that's that. Those are I really love those ones. Those are one of the best. But here's a couple last ones that you guys might find really kind of cool as well. You know, guys, I'm really excited for the return of Wolverine. So when Marvel Legacy came out, I had to get a couple different variants, and when I saw this one, I really couldn't pass it up. So I'll take this out, but I'll show you. I got it in this right here. That's what it is, and I'm not sure how I really like it. It seemed to get a couple little scratches here, really easy, but it's kind of a neat display case. If you guys have gotten them, let me know your guys' thoughts on them. I'll just take the cover off, see if that shows a little bit better. There you go, Adi Granov cover of Marvel Legacy issue number 1. I think that is awesome. He did absolutely perfect on Wolverine and X-23 there. Just absolutely beautiful, I think. Oh yeah, so there's that. Hopefully I didn't rush through that too much, and of course, if you guys rewind a little bit, check it out again. But the video's going on so long. And the last one I have to show you guys, this one, it's more than a year that this issue was actually gone from me. I've had it, you know, the raw book in my collection for quite a while, but finally went to go get it sent off to get signed and graded, which I think was really awesome, and it came back. Yeah, actually, I was completely satisfied with it. But here, my copy of Spawn issue 1, CGC 9.2, and right there, Todd McFarlane. Yeah, so if you saw in my video, oh man, I can't get a good shot of that. Oh, that's hard, of course, with the case, right? Yeah, if you guys saw in my video quite a while ago where I had the Spawn 300 signed, and what did I have? Michelini, Stanley, and Todd McFarlane get it signed, but the Todd's signature kind of got a little messed up, and so I kind of got a deal, worked with the company, and I got a deal to get this one basically the signature and everything free. So got a nice, beautiful Todd McFarlane signature finally. So that's really cool. Okay, that's that, you guys. It was a really long video for being back. I'm sorry about that. Again, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hit the like button, share, you know, give me your comments and questions back. Yeah, I'll converse with you. I'd love to do that. So that's that, you guys. And again, also quickly coming up next, I will be having just showing you my foreign comic books that I have and posting that, and posting it to the Facebook group for foreign comic book collecting. Okay, that's that, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.